Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about what's up and coming. So Happy New Year. I'm so excited to be sitting here with you guys. We're just a few days away from the big 2026 year and the plans are rolling out. So I wanted to go ahead and talk to you guys today, have a little planner chat and some tea. If I sound a little off, my throat is really sore and I'm going to the health department tomorrow to take some tests to see if I can find some answers as to why that is. Sorry if my voice is a little off, but I'm so excited to show you what I've set up. Let's get right into it. So continuing on with our plans for 2026, I do want to say this is kind of the scratch pad catch-all planner. If I only had to have one planner, it would be this. I have to have a monthly. I know that about myself. And if I'm just grabbing and scratching and circling and crossing off, canceling and all that, I need some very cheap, affordable paper, just some monthlies, and this calendar does the job. I will say that for Christmas, one of my lovely clients ordered me this monthly planner, and this one goes into 2028. This one is from now until 2027. Both are lovely monthly planners. However, if you do see this one in the future, it is because this one is just as lovely, and it's a lot more similar to like the Japanese, Chinese lovely paper brands. It's just thinner and fluff. It like has that crinkle to it. So I might be switching in and out between these two, but right now I'm keeping most of my plans still in here ready to go. And what I do is take this with me to any doctor's appointments, to work, and everywhere. It doesn't matter if it gets dirty and messy or ripped or whatever. Maybe this one will, because it's really gorgeous paper. I do not know. I believe she orders everything from Temu, so I'm assuming this would be something from Temu. But it is a lovely monthly calendar, and it's bigger than this, but it's still thin enough it can be thrown into my planner bag or my purse. So this is quite lovely. We'll see how that goes. But I do want you to know that I do have my scribble messy planning in monthlies like this. Then for my 2026 catch-all would be my cousin, which I've already started in the back here I think I started this in September, and I've been truly just loving it, how it's fun and flexible, and I can paint in it, I can scribble everything in, I can talk about my day, I can come up with meals, I can write things about my spirituality, I can plan in here, I can journal dump, I can do all kinds of things in this. So this is just a kind of whatever I need it to be planner, and this is going to be the one that I think is going to be the most fun for me because I have no hard and fast rules for this. Whatever I need for that month, I'm going to use in that monthly, the designated dailies that is for this. The one surprise I've noticed is how much I've been using and loving my weekly spread. I've had a Hobonichi Han A5 size, and before I never understood how I would use the weekly layout, but boy, this is really helping me stay consistent and keep me on track with all my priorities. So this is definitely coming with us into 2026. Now this one is a planner that I really don't think I can, it's just one I don't want to ever live without. This is an A7 Filofax pocket rings, and I have counted how many rings I have in this size. Of course, all the actual millimeter of the rings are different, but I believe after last week I counted up to 18 binders that I jump in and out of. So anytime I need something different, instead of just planner hopping, I believe using the covers to change up the style gives me that flexibility without taking away the function and necessity of my planner. So going into January, I did set this up, but I will say, here's some tea for you. I wasn't sure which planner I wanted to start January off with. I really had a good idea, but then 3 of the covers kind of had my attention. So I set one planner up, and then I set this planner up, and I said whatever one I'm drawn to the most is the one I'm going to use. And surprisingly, this more compact size is the one I picked, and I'm so glad because this is the Filofox Classic Soft Stitch, I believe is what it's called, and it is just gorgeous. And I did get this pre-owned, so we're going to go ahead and flip through it. I was thinking about doing the setup with you guys, but I'm not kidding you. I went into everything and I made the biggest paper mess, and I just wanted to be present with it. I didn't want to have to talk about what I was doing, so instead I decided to set it up and just flip through it with you guys. So this is my setup. I do have like a zipper pouch in here, and there is something in my, there's a few things in my wallet that I do need to keep with me at all times, and I'm considering putting some of that in here. I have a back pocket, nothing's in here, and also nothing's in this pocket, but you do have that option. And then you have card holders back here, and then another pocket. For the most part, the rings part of the planner is what I'm after. So I do have a 2026 planner week on 2 page insert from Filofax. My husband got me 3 sets of these in different, well, he got me 2 sets of these and I got myself 1. So I have 3 different versions of this that I can play with all year long. And then of course I don't mind redating inserts, so that was a nice Christmas surprise. But I did end up picking this pink one for right now. And I have this star. The star I found, this illustration is not mine. I found this on Pinterest, as well as the like beautiful artwork on the back. All I did was print it off and then pretend to laminate it, protect it from getting, and this one I just used packing tape to make it seem laminated and keep it protected. Then I have my 2026, let's bring you guys in. I have the 2026 overview, and then I have some dividers. So I have scheduled, daily, notes, and personal. And my one promise to myself this year is that I'm trying to be more present in my real world. So offline as the new luxury is going to be kind of the goal inspiration of the year. I want to be more present in my real life than I am on my phone or on social media. And then I had this really sweet little glittery bow, and I always like a little charm for fun. I just threw it on this paper clip. And then this is just a sticker that I don't want to commit to, so I just stuck it up there. Then I actually have 3 months in here, January, February, and March. I wanted to do this quarterly because it is so compact. If this rings was larger, I would consider adding more, but I don't want to overwhelm myself. So I did do just the first quarter. We're going to go ahead and go into January. This is just going to be a quick, important glance monthly overview where I put very important dates, and it's only going to be my personal information. It's not going to be for my work that I do. It's only going to be for things that I need to keep up on. Then this is a cool overview I haven't filled out yet. It says to-dos, special dates, goals, and notes, and I do believe I'm going to fill this out. I think this is going to be fun to see how I interact with this page and how I develop and grow or fall off of the goals that I have. So we'll see. Then this is a January through December 2026 monthly that I ordered from Dear Planner on Etsy. But I do want pre-printed because every time I try to do my own, I just don't know what I'm doing. And these are crisp pages. They are thicker than my other paper, like my Tomoe River pages. So I make sure I get some really nice custom pre-printed monthlies because this again is the main part of my system. I need to have a calendar in every single planner I'm carrying around. So that's my monthlies, and again, I only go into the first 3 months, and then it goes into a partial of April. Then I have a 2027 overview in case I need to have a reference or a glance at this. Then I have a big plans overview from Filofax, and I can go ahead and write anything, any important forward planning I need to do, I can go ahead and do that here, which I love. Then we're going to the first week, which is this week. Today is Sunday the 28th, and we'll be going through these pages and starting my 2026 plan life in this weekly spread. I do have 2 different types of the Filofax weekly spreads, but the pink confetti is just sterling, so I went ahead and picked that. And then I go into February, and it's the same thing. You have your monthlies, your weeklies, and so on and so forth into the end of March. So that's all set up in here. Then we get into my dailies. I just leave myself some blank pages in here. This is laminated. It's like a bookmark, so I can quickly access my dailies. I put these stickers on a long time ago, and luckily the daily lines up with the dailies, but I have tried to get these off to see if I can put something else down, but it just doesn't work, so I just try to wing it. So when I need a quick jump, I just use these little sticky tabs to take me to where I need to go. So there's monthly and daily. Those are very important. I do use them a lot. And then I use the Filofax ruler / book marker to mark my weeks. So in the dailies, again, this is from Pinterest, and this one is laminated and hole punched. And then I have Sterling Inks inserts. These are really nice crisp inserts, and those ones are the ones I want to use for my dailies for January in 2026. And then I have a notes section, which actually is where I'm keeping my inbox, which I used to keep my inbox in the front, but because I want my notes and references to be together, I went ahead and put my inbox in the notes section. We'll see how this goes and how it plays out. And I did cut these down because they were pocket rings, Pocket Plus, so they're a little bit wider, but I wanted to just go ahead and be able to see as many dividers and tabs as I can, so I went ahead and trimmed that down just so it's more flush with the rest of the pages. And then this is another style of the Filofax inserts that I did order first, and these are just some dot grid notes, and it does come in a pack. Let me see if I can get that out for you. So this is the style of the week on 2 pages, and the reason I picked that was because I really love nature, so these look gorgeous, and at any time if I want to switch, or if I need more weeklies for any references, I can also use that, or I can just redate them. But this is the pack that these notes came from, if you were looking for that style. And I do believe I ordered them straight from Filofax. My husband ordered them through Amazon, I believe. And then I did throw in some of the lined notes as well. Anyways, so then we go into personal. And again, I put my personal inbox. This is the inbox divider I made for November, so this does look familiar. I do reuse stuff like this. And again, my cute little daily ruler that I cut down to fit this. It was personal size ruler / divider, and I just cut it down to pocket, and I believe I ordered this from email. Then this one is a personal inbox I made. I haven't used it yet, so I am just keeping that in here. And then I have some pages that I did cut out of my N1 notebook from Sterling Ink. I like how when I use this type of paper, I have a lot more lines I can write in versus her crisp inserts. They are not all the way, the lines and grid is not all the way to the top of the page and at the bottom. it stops and has this nice border, that's fine for my dailies, but when I'm taking notes, I want to be able to have enough real estate to write on. So I did use my leftover N2 pages. And then again, I have some scratch notes. This just is from like a dollar store notebook of some sort, or even Walmart. I use those. And then in the back, I have a little envelope for some extra cash in case I end up forgetting my wallet at any time. I always have some cash with me just in case. And then I'm also using it to protect the note pages. And that is basically all I have in here for now to get started in 2026. I do not commit to one binder consistently through the year. I like to switch them all out. I have several covers, so I might use this for 2 weeks and switch out of it into something else. I might use it for a month. I might fall in love with it and want to use it every month. It just depends on how my lifestyle is, how much work I have going on, and how much I can carry around, and just what I'm feeling drawn to. So this is my January A7 setup, and I wanted to let you guys know these are not my only 2 planners, or 3 planners. These are not the full lineup. I don't have all my planners yet, but these 2 or these 3 I'm absolutely certain that I will be consistent in for 2026. So these are the ones that I know I need and love and will cherish all year long. And if I'm eating my words, then bummer, but I have been loving the system. I've been in an A7 for several months, and the 1 month I put it away, I was like lost. I was so confused. I didn't have a proper inbox. I was trying to make other things work. In my everyday carry, it's just like my second brain. So I have to have this. This is very nice because no matter what planner I'm in, I always refer to this and put all my notes for my monthly plans for forward planning. I have to keep it in here. So no matter what I use, I can reference this, and all of the plans and everything I need to know is still in here. And then of course this one is for fun. I will tell you that for the month of December, I have divided this section up in my cousin, where I split the pages in half and I'm just free flowing with my dailies. And I did go ahead and white out all the dates in the back. And if I don't feel like writing, which does happen, I'll paint or something. This section is blocked off, so it's too personal and I'm not going to share that. But I do have in the very back here, I blocked off some pages for brain dumping. So that's how I've been using my cousin the month of December. I just wanted you guys to know that that's just how it's been working for me. I'm not dedicated to filling out a full page every single day, and that's what makes this planner fun and exciting and something I do jump in and out of. There's no judgment or pressure for me to get a full page done in a day. And some days I write very little and then I paint, and some days I can't stop writing and it goes into the following day. So it just depends on what's going on with me. And I love that I've set this up this way because there's no pressure. And because I started in September of this year, I'm so glad that I have discovered how much I love my A5 size. And I don't think I'm going to have a hard time at all jumping into these pages and just playing in here and letting it be practical and productive as well. So this has been quite an interesting journey for me. I am really pleased that I picked the cousin this year, and I look forward to continuing planning in it. So I am very excited to show you guys what else I have in store when it does show up. And until then, thank you for watching, and I hope you guys are ready for 2026. Happy New Year, and let me know in the comments what you're using. Happy planning!